Why did the baseball coach kick Cinderella off the team? 'Cause she ran from the ball.
It's draw time with Mr. Mayberry. Time to draw.
Well, hello and welcome back to Draw Time with Mr. Mayberry. This is day number 4 of Baseball Week, and today we're going to be learning how to draw a baseball. So let's get started. It's time to draw. Okay, for this drawing we're going to look at a baseball and draw it from 2 different directions. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it on here, and you can follow along with me, but I would also suggest that if you have a chance, get an actual baseball, if you have one at home, and get it out and look at it from different directions, and you might make a decision to draw the baseball at a different angle than even one that I'm going to show you. So it's good sometimes, like I said before, it's good to have something in front of you that you're going to draw so that you can look at it while you're drawing. But for right now, you can just watch me and I'll show you how to do 2 different views of a baseball. I'm going to start off with the upper left here and make a circle. I'm just going around loosely. I get a little bit darker as I go till I get kind of a circle shape. And then from there, I'm going to draw a line where the stitches will be. There's a set of stitches here at the top. I'm going to curve down, and then a set of stitches here at the bottom. I'm going to curve up. Okay, and then I'm going to make the stitches of the baseball. Now the stitches of the baseball, I'm just going to make tiny little, almost like an oval shape or a leaf shape. And if you put them together, it looks like a little arrow pointing. These are pointing towards the right. They're going from left to right. And you just go across the line there all the way across. And this may take you a little while. You can put them close together, or you can spread them out just a little bit, but they don't have to be a perfect shape, but when you put these all together, it will look like stitches of a baseball. So you just keep doing that all the way across. And then on the bottom, whichever way you started the direction at the top, the bottom is going to go the opposite direction. So these are pointing to the right, the bottom they're going to point to the left. I can start on the left side, but they're going to be pointing the other way. Just 2 little, almost like a leaf shape or an oval, that make a V together when you put them together. And I do that all the way across. Okay, then I'm going to go back, and where these stitches are, there's a bit of a bump or a curve on the outside edge. So I'm going to make 4 of those curves or bumps, and then I'm going to go ahead and darken the shape of the baseball. So I go back and I make the line darker, and then I can clean up also along the way if there's any stray lines that need to be erased. Okay, and this is a drawing of the baseball. Now that one there, I need to change that. This is showing you from one direction of the stitches. Now if you turn the ball and look at it from a different angle, the stitches look different. Now there's 2 basic directions to show it. One is like that, and the other one is to have it where you have a curve. The stitches go along a curve, whether it's facing up or down. I'm going to try drawing it with more like a U shape, and I'll do that down here in the bottom corner. I start off the same, make a circle, just go around several times, get a general circle shape. Then I'm going to draw where the stitches are, and again it curves in, it makes it look like kind of a U shape, but it curves in a little bit here, then it curves out really wide, and then it does the opposite on this side. So it's kind of a U shape. Okay, once I have that, then I'll go ahead and start with the stitches. Now these are pointing down, and so on this side they'll be pointing up when they get around to that side. I'll spread these out a little farther so you can see what it might look like if you make them farther apart. The part of the drawing is, like I've mentioned before, is observation, looking at what you're drawing and trying to duplicate that or make it look similar. And so you might take some time and just study a baseball, the stitches, and look at it from different angles, and then figure out what you think is the most interesting direction, and draw from that direction or that angle. Okay, I'm going to make a little bump here on each end where the stitches are actually going out past the end of the baseball. And then I'll make this line darker as it goes around. This, of course, would work. You could do the same thing with the softball. If you might be a softball player instead of a baseball player, and you'd rather draw a softball. But you could do the same type of thing. So here's our drawing for today, a baseball. Well, now that we know how to draw a baseball, let's take some time and see how we can add that to the big picture. Okay, here's what our big picture looks like so far. As I've mentioned before, I'm looking from this photograph that I took of a still life of these baseball items. And yesterday I drew the cap and I colored that in today. And then today I added the baseball that's in the picture, and it's actually in a different position or angle than the ones I showed you how to draw. So I went ahead and used the photograph to get the right angle for that. Then I added some grass that's in the behind the items. They're actually sitting on top of it. And then we have one more item that we'll be drawing, and we'll be talking about that tomorrow. But this is what our big picture looks like today. Well, now I'd like to take a few moments and look at some baseball pictures from when I was a kid. Well, this picture, my brother and I are playing baseball in the backyard with my uncle. Nothing too serious, just having some fun. In this picture, this is the first uniform that I wore for a ball team. We just had the shirt and the hat, and we wore our own jeans. And as you can see, my brother and I are playing catch at my grandmother's house in her backyard. And I hope you get a chance to either play ball or go see a baseball game this summer. It can be a lot of fun to play or watch. Just a good way to spend a summer afternoon. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for taking time to draw with me. I hope you'll come back tomorrow. And remember, if you want to be a good artist, do a little drawing every day.
Summer, 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 summertime. Oh yeah, that's a keeper.